Hello, can you guys hear me? Adiola's on.
Is July 8th at 6:32 p.m. and I'd like to call this meeting to order for the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging Committee. Adiola is joining us online.
Hi there. Can you guys hear me?
Hi, Adiola.
Hi, I'm gonna try to get my camera on soon.
No
Bear with me.
worries, no worries.
Thank you.
Okay, so the first item on the agenda is to review and act on the minutes of June 10th, 2024. I am not, I didn't see the minutes in the,
I sent them in.
okay, so let me double check, because it could have just been me.
Okay.
I
I didn't
didn't-
see it either,
That
so
I didn't look correctly in the, so let me take a look.
it should be in the folder.
I have them in front of me, but I know that's not the same as everyone having access. Let me just find the right folder. Yeah, so for the meeting minutes, there they are. Okay, for June 10th. Do you want to look through
Yes, please. Thank
with
you.
me real quick?
While they do that, can I have the spelling of your full name again for the minutes?
Do
you want to just type it?
Yeah, I need first and last.
All right, that's fine. That should be, yeah.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Okay,
Looks good.
looks good. All right. Oop, sorry about that. So because Adiola is online, we have to do roll call for
Yes.
approving the minutes. Could I get a motion to approve the minutes?
Yes, from Bindu.
Okay. I can second. Okay, so we'll do roll call.
Oh, sorry.
So in favor, no, that's perfect, that's perfect. So I'm just gonna go around and say everybody's
Okay.
name, and
Then
do you agree to accept the minutes? Yes?
Yes, I do.
Yes, for me?
Yes, I do.
Yes. And Adiola?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so the meetings are approved for the June 10th meeting. Okay, so the next item on the agenda is to welcome our new member, Anushri, who is our student representative for this year. And because we have a new member, we can also reorganize the committee, right? So we have me as the chair, Bindu as the vice chair.
So I'm also re-elected in a way.
In a way, yes, and Holly as the clerk.
Yes.
I have enjoyed serving as your president in the past year, and I can continue to do so. I would just need a motion to approve that I continue being the president.
I would make a motion that Cynthia be our president for the upcoming year.
Okay.
I second that motion, Adiola.
Okay, and then we'll just do roll call again.
Bindu, yes.
Cynthia, yes.
Anusha, yes.
Yes.
And Adiola.
Yes.
Okay, so I will continue to be the president the chair. And Bindu, you can volunteer to continue to be the vice chair.
I can volunteer to be continuing to be the vice chair.
Okay, so I make a motion to keep Bindu as the vice chair for the next upcoming year. I just need a second.
I can
I
second.
Okay,
Oh,
and then we'll do roll call again. And so we'll start with Adiola.
Yes.
Bindu, yes.
Cynthia, yes.
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 Okay, so Bindu is our vice chair for another year. And Holly is currently our clerk.
Yep.
and would like to volunteer again? to be
Sure.
the- Okay, so I'll make a motion to have Holly serve as our clerk for the next year.
I second it.
Okay, and we'll do roll call. Adiola,
Yes.
Bindu, yes.
Cynthia, yes.
Anisha, yes.
Holly, yes?
Okay, so we have organized our committee again. All right. So now we're going to move on to old business, which is to review and discuss the local contest voting. So we had moved the date to September 3rd.
Correct.
Do you know if we've had any submissions?
No,
No.
because it's holidays and
Yeah, and
and
vacation,
they just can't
right?
reach students then.
Yeah. So Taylor did send me a couple of mock-ups, for a logo if we don't have anybody to
Okay.
submit one.
That's wonderful.
But I figured since you're our new student representative, maybe you can talk us up to some of your friends if they
I
want.
was gonna suggest I could try designing a logo.
That would be terrific.
Perfect. Yeah.
That would be great. We
Because
would
I have designed logos before. I'm just not that good at them, but I'll see what I can do.
love it. We
Okay.
would love that.
Mhm.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I do have a lot of artist friends, so I'm sure I could just like ask someone
Yes.
if I don't do well. But yeah.
Okay, great. So there are some criteria that it has to adhere to, so we can send you the info for that.
That'd be good, yeah.
All right, awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Okay, Anushree, already stepping up. Day one. I love it. Okay. So the next item on the agenda is to debrief regarding the Juneteenth event 2024, which was held here with the summer market. Would you like to speak a little bit about that, Adiola?
You're on
I think
mute.
you're mute.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I thought I clicked the button. All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I thought we had a good turnout. I think it went really well for our first event, considering, we started off with this other like really grand idea, and then we ended up with what we ended up with which was equally as great. I thought a lot of people came to our table. I know Cynthia, you were there, Bindu, Freddie was there, Hunkaj was there as well. Books were passed out. The kids really enjoyed the fun trinkets we had to celebrate and honor Juneteenth. So I thought it really went really well. What about you, Cynthia and Bindu?
I think it went really well, and I like the idea that we should think about it as an individual event, like we did the Pride event for
Agreed.
next year, and we can take it big from there. And I don't know, one of the things I really resonated well with was people didn't know why and why do we do it. So that information book was a must, and especially the school-age kids. I think it's a good platform to educate, so
Right.
I like that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was really good. And I think I had some really good conversations with people that came up to the table to ask about, I think people were genuinely interested in finding out more about it. So I thought it was a great way to, kind of bring awareness for the holiday and, the contribution of Black Americans to, our history, right? So I thought that was really
Yeah.
great.
Absolutely. And yeah, so as far as planning next year, I think also Taylor brought up a good point to have it maybe, and Holly, this ties back to you, maybe we can have it at the church grounds.
Oh, on the common?
On
Absolutely.
the common, and kind of tie in that idea we were going with originally, where we'd have Black-owned food trucks and vendors, and just have it at the common and have activities for kids. Kind of like a fun family fun day, Juneteenth celebration. And we'll have more autonomy. It'll be more of our own thing. So I think, and even if we get one food truck, and two vendors, I think that would be perfect. Because I think the struggle with this one was trying to reach out and get several vendors, and just, a lot of all the food trucks, and there was not as much, I guess we put the bait out there and casted a wide net, but we didn't get too many, but we got one. We got a food truck and we got a black-owned vendor that sold lotions. I don't know if you guys saw Bridget Hilton, she was there selling beautiful like lotions, homemade, organic like hand creams. And then we also have the food truck, a black-owned food truck called Caribbean Press. And he wasn't able to come for the date of that the June 26th, but he is now on the schedule for summer markets in the future. So that is also a great addition that came from this planning. That was really good. So I think, yeah, so next year, I think it'll be great to kind of have our own, have it on on the commons. And yeah, I think it'll be fun. We could do a weeknight in the summer, hopefully Juneteenth, and then maybe we can have a rain day as well if it doesn't work out on Juneteenth. And yeah, I think it'll be great.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
We should plan for some music too, if there's a band or somebody.
Yeah, I loved how they had that.
Yes.
They had a performer at the summer
Yes.
market,
Yeah.
and that worked
We were
out
just
really, really
next
well.
to them, so we were like, we could hear
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
But I was just
Yeah.
thinking, like, there may be some, even if there is school, there are kids also who like to perform, or I don't know if there is music interest with clubs and stuff, we can promote there too.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
absolutely.
So that can all go on our planning for next year.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the key would be to start early. That's one of the things Carly was saying, Carly from Shrewsbury Parks and Recs, who pretty much coordinated she coordinates the summer market events as part of, a larger team. But she was saying that it's a great idea to start really early. For all intents and purposes as it related to the summer market, because they have to get vendors approved and all of that stuff. But even if we're doing it on the commons, I'm sure we're going to have some rules to follow, some guidelines, some things we want to get in order with the town, and we want to make sure we start early. So I think we should probably start talking early fall, like September, October, start getting that. And we have I think we were talking last meeting that we're going to have more kind of calendar specific items, like, hey, when it comes to Black History Month, we're going to do this. When it comes to, Women's History, we should do this forum. So I think now is a good time to kind of set the stage for what is to come and start our early planning, for future events.
Yeah. Yes. I think that brings up, a good point too, in terms of like thinking about what we want to put on the agenda, for September. And we could talk about that. So the next item on the agenda is debriefing regarding the Pride event 2024. So Bindu and I and Freddie were there.
Yeah.
And it was nice. There was an article in the paper about Pride and Juneteenth. I don't know if you guys got
Yeah, that was
to see
terrific.
it. That
That
was
was
nice.
so good.
Freddie was really happy, to see the whole thing kind of come to fruition, and it was nice. We had a lot of people stop by, and I think you and Freddie got to speak to a couple from the town.
She did, yeah.
She did, yeah.
Yeah, she did, and that was, you want to.
So Freddie relayed a story to me that a couple had stopped by, and they said that they had been married since it was legal in the state of Massachusetts, and that this was the first time they were able to attend, a Pride event in Shrewsbury, and they were really happy to kind of be there, to see that. So I thought that was really nice. And so Freddie was, she was really happy with the story. So I just wanted to share that. And then I think, we can also think about what we're going to do next year for the Pride event for next year also. And that can go on our agenda. Anything else that I'm forgetting, Bindu, about that?
For the Pride event, we had good amount of stones and rocks that we painted, and we did run short. So for next year, if we are going bigger, we need to plan
Yeah, I think
appropriately.
I think we underestimated the amount of rocks for rock painting. So I think we kind of have a sense now. We had a nice turnout, so I think we have extra rocks now for our future events. All right, so the next item on the agenda is senior center submissions by the 10th of the month. So volunteers for a write-up. So I have already volunteers for July and August. So I need a volunteer for September, October, November, and December. So I can do September. If somebody wants to take October.
I haven't tried it. Once I get the hang of it, I can do it too. But I don't want to put my name down yet.
Sure, no
Didn't
problem.
you, I have you down for the August 10th
Yes.
one? Okay.
Next month, right?
Yes.
Correct.
So submission is in August or is it July?
No,
No.
by August 10th.
Okay, just making sure.
By August 10th.
And so who's doing now?
I think Adiola is the 10th. I
Yes.
gotta look back at my notes.
Yes.
Adiola,
Yes,
right?
that's me. And I did have a question. So could I just submit it to you, Cynthia, or should I send it to somebody at the senior center?
Yeah, I'll send you her email.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you just email it directly to her, and then if she wants you to do edits or anything, so our space is about half a page,
Okay.
and so it doesn't have to be super long or anything. But if she needs you to make some edits, she'll let you know. Her name is
Perfect.
Holly, also, by the way. So
Oh,
I'll
nice.
send you her email.
Okay.
Okay, so email.
And can you just send me like an example of what you've submitted in the
It's
past?
in the folder, right?
It's in the folder, yeah. So in the Google Drive, can you get into the DEIB folder?
Yes.
So if you look in the folder, there should be, so let me see, I think it's under senior centers submissions. And let's see. Okay, so under events and programs, there are other folders in there, and then there's a folder called Senior Center Newsletter Write-Ups. And then I put the one in there that I did, and then Holly did the last one, so I can add Holly's in there so you can see what she sent in. Like she did some demographics for the town of Shrewsbury and things like
Okay.
that. So it's pretty loose, you know.
You
I-
could oh, sorry
Yeah,
for
no, go ahead,
interrupting.
go
I
ahead.
apologize.
No.
It would be great if you wanted to advertise where to find on YouTube the neighbor to neighbor videos.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Do we have
That
to
sounds
do
good.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Okay, I can do that.
Or a page?
And just talk a little bit about it, talk it up a little bit, and
Yep.
then put
And where to find them.
I had put
Okay.
it in.
Perfect.
Awesome.
I don't know if everybody else.
Holly, did you get to see the episode with us?
I did, and I loved it.
Okay, awesome. I hope you shared it with your church.
I did. It was really, it just was delightful. That's my word for it.
Aw, it's wonderful.
I haven't seen it. I'll go and see.
I know I haven't had a chance either, but.
So one of the things about is it called a newsletter?
Mm-hmm.
I would think is something consistent would be our name on the top and
Correct.
our QR code. And anything that's coming up would be nice,
Yeah.
including the logo contest, even if there is a line.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good point because I think that was one of the things that we wanted to do was have the QR code on each of on the table for our Pride event and the Juneteenth event, and we didn't have it. So I think we should remember anytime where, whatever function we're doing, anywhere where we can just get that code in there just to give people a chance to scan and go directly to our information, our site would be really cool.
Yes, and that was another thing. People wanted to volunteer at the Pride event also, but we didn't have like a list going. And I think we have an email now where volunteers have signed up. But the point is we need to have a station where it goes so that, anybody who wants to volunteer.
I think
not
we can
lost.
get a Word document going in this folder so everybody has access to it.
No, I mean like an outsider. You know, so suppose for the Pride event or for the Juneteenth event, there were people and they say like, oh, I want to volunteer. Where do I sign up?
Right.
So they have to email Taylor
No, they can email us now.
through the QR code too.
I know, I guess we could make like a Google form that they could fill out.
And leave it on our page.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or the other option would just be to have a clipboard, have people fill it out, and then just one person
Just
is
like the QR
responsible
code. Yeah.
for putting it into the shared drive.
Yeah.
We'll need that consistency. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like in the sense we had these two events and people wanted to. So it just brings up that point.
Yeah, so I have a list of people that Freddie took for the Pride event for volunteers, and I think I forwarded her email, or I asked Taylor to forward her email to
Yes.
you guys, right?
Yes,
So
we saw it.
So there's a list of people that wanted to help out there. We can certainly create like a Google form that people can go into and put their info, so we can get in touch with them. Our email is up and running because Pankaj emailed me through it today. Did you
Yes.
guys get it too?
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, so our email is up and running. And then there is a QR code that I created, Adiola, that links to our page on the town website when I did the first write-up for the newsletter. So
Okay.
if
Can we use that
you
same-
if you
same
can
one?
get into that folder and look at it, there's a QR code, and then there's also a link to our website. You know that.
Okay.
But you, so like
I
if
can
you
like copy and paste or like insert the attachment.
yeah, or even like if you like, you know, you can make a copy of it and then edit it
Okay.
however you want, and then those
Okay.
two will still be on there.
Okay. I can do that.
That
And
might make it a little bit easier.
sounds good. And does our website have our new email on it on the web
You know, I
page,
haven't
the
checked
town?
because today was the first day that I looked at it, but let's.
Actually, it's first day we
look
got
at
the
it.
email through it, right?
And we
That
could
was the
probably
first
have, if
day.
not, we can probably have Taylor add it to our website.
I would imagine, yeah, that it would be on there. I can look it up if you guys wanna wait while I do that. So it's not, I don't think it's listed on our
Page, yeah.
website yet, so we can ask Taylor to, so I can email Taylor and ask her to put it on there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Let's see. Email.
So just for clarity, the senior center had the newsletter for May, started in May, or was it in June? The first one we wrote,
April.
April. And all of them are listed under our file. We can see all of them there? The past
So I submitted the same one twice.
ones? Okay,
So for April and May, I submitted the same thing, and then Holly did June,
but it's not in there.
but it's not in there.
Okay,
It just has to get added onto
okay.
it.
And who does that? Taylor?
I think I did mine. I just put mine in there.
Oh, okay.
Because I made a folder for it, just to make it easier to find.
Yes, that's what I mean, like, it's just,
Yeah, so I have
a
a
reference
copy of
point. Okay.
Holly's submission, so I can add it to this folder.
okay, got it.
And then,
Thank you.
And then we can just,
Yeah, that's the clarification I wanted.
that's okay. Because then we can all kind of see, like, there's a
Yes.
folder for neighbor to neighbor, there's a folder for the logo
Awesome.
contest, then we can all kind of like have the
Grow
same
from there,
info,
right? Yeah,
right? So if
okay.
you have a question, like, you're like, oh, let me look and
Got
look at
it.
that.
Thank you.
And then there are some other things that are related to the town that I haven't had a chance to look through, but there's like a communications monthly meeting, and that lists like everything that's going on in town.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's like a calendar?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and so that's in there too. So it's nice to just, you know, take a look. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to the next item. So I will just pick up somebody for October, November, and December then, later.
Next month?
Sure.
Okay.
Or in September, however you guys wanna do it. I won't be at next month's meeting,
Mm.
so, but I can fill out the agenda and send it to Taylor.
Okay.
Could I ask if we need an August meeting?
That's what I wanted to also,
Yeah.
like, maybe when we got to next month's agenda
Yeah.
to talk about. Okay. All right. So the next item on the agenda is discuss planning for the fall calendar, multicultural festival, the 300th anniversary. We had all of these things that we want to kind of start, talking about. So there's like the Spirit of Shrewsbury, right? There are all these things, and so we can certainly, I think, meet if you guys want to skip August, right? And we meet in September. I think I just want to see. I think you told me that there are already sign up for booths for
Spirit of
For the
Shrewsbury.
Spirit of
Yes, I saw
Shrewsbury,
that on their
right?
Facebook page that they were asking vendors to sign up.
Okay, so if anything, before our September meeting, I can sign us up for a booth at the Spirit of Shrewsbury, so
Yep.
that we can be present for that.
What is the date for the Spirit of Shrewsbury
I
this
was
year?
just gonna look it
Usually
up.
the last weekend of that month in September. It's 20
Okay.
something. 20?
I'm just looking at, I'm looking at the date of our next meeting so let me look it up.
Are we thinking about having a separate booth or being part of the town booth like we were last year at Spirit of Shrewsbury?
I think we have to ask, Taylor, right? How we're gonna do that?
It was very easy to be connected with a larger booth. We took one part of the
Correct.
Right.
table. And I don't think we'd have enough to fill out the whole table by ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So it was nice to be part of the town umbrella.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's good too, to stand with the town so people who come up know that we are a town appointed group and this is, definitely embraced by the town of Shrewsbury.
Yeah, that sounds great. So, September 25th, that's the date so it's a Sunday. That's for the Spirit of Shrewsbury, so September 25th, 24. And it's on the website.
Okay. Their website is not updated.
I don't know, I
It's
just,
2023 in theirs. That's why I was like wondering.
oh, hold on. Actually, this is old, never mind.
That's
That's
why I
2022.
asked. It's like, how can it be the same dates?
Hold on. So, I don't know, where did you,
On Facebook, I'm going to go and search for that.
okay.
I have a question.
Sure.
So the Spirit of Shrewsbury, what do we do at those booths? Do we just stand there and say
Yeah,
hi?
and say hi and talk to people about who we are. There are usually a lot of other town things happening. So there were some, like, they were giving out, like, some of the tote bags. It was the booth for the town itself. So, like, all the departments kind of stopped.
Yeah,
by.
I just don't know if I could like show up because I also play for the band at Shrewsbury
Yeah.
High.
Yeah.
So we play at the parade. I don't think I
Oh,
can
that's
be on two places
awesome.
at once.
That's okay.
So-
Parade is
Okay.
another day, right?
Yeah, the Spirit of Shrewsbury event is on Saturday and then the parade is on Sunday.
Oh, I
Yep.
didn't know that. Sorry.
Yeah,
I thought it
yeah.
was just one day.
No, that's
I had no
okay.
idea.
That's okay.
And I might show up, I
So
think.
their website on Facebook also is not updated, but I will try to reach out through Taylor maybe.
Okay, so if we're gonna go with the town booth, then I don't think we really even have to sign up.
No,
For
but
a
we need
booth,
to figure out what we are doing, like what giveaways are we doing. And who's signing up for which time slot, right?
So
Right.
our next meeting is September 9th, so I
Okay.
think by then there probably should be more info about this, and then we could hash out some of these details then. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah.
Or through email too, we can do a few things with Taylor. Because if they are, the town is planning everything. Usually that's how the orders are done, even if we have to order anything to give away and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's just easy.
We
Oh,
still
yep,
have
we're
like
gonna
a lot
need
of stickers and
Yeah.
things, like
Yeah.
I think we still have some crafts
Yeah,
and
that's
things
what I
that we
mean,
didn't give
so-
out,
Taylor would
so.
Do you want me to follow up on that? Because I ordered them last year.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think we still might have like a lot of stuff left over, but
It's always better to confirm, like, in
Yeah.
a sense, yeah.
So Holly will follow up with regarding Spirit of Shrewsbury. If we're gonna do crafts.
Please find out the dates too.
Okay, I can do that.
And it just makes sense, otherwise we won't know which day to show up.
All right. So, like I said, for August, I won't be available because I'm going to be working at summer camp. So do you guys want to just skip the month of August and then we'll meet in September? So it would be September 9th will be our next meeting. Hmm?
Yeah.
Why can't we? I don't know. Well,
I think we're fine to take a recess. I think if we all agreed, I think that there's nothing wrong with that.
okay. So I think we'll agree to not have an August meeting, and then if we need to post an agenda for one, I will.
Mhm.
And then if there's no quorum, then we don't have a meeting that day.
So if you don't show up, we need the other 4 to show up at least.
You need at least 4 people to show up.
Okay. Even if it's online, right? It's okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And then for our September agenda, I think that's going to be probably a longish meeting, right? Because we want to talk about all the stuff that we want to work on.
I
And
would
I think-
strongly suggest that in September, think about your own calendars, because we should sign up and make smaller committees, especially we have all these different things on the agenda,
Right.
how much time and energy everybody can give.
Right. Yes.
And then school starts for her too.
Correct. Correct. Yes.
Okay.
So I think those are all good details for us to kind of talk about in September when we're a little more closer to it. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sounds great.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. So, like I said, I will post an agenda for August if we have to. I'll double check if we can take August off, and then I'll get the agenda together for September, and I'll just check in with you guys when we're closer to September. But right now, the events that I have are Spirit of Shrewsbury Multicultural Festival, 300th anniversary, and then Pride and Juneteenth for next year. And then we can talk about any other events that we might want to do or other things that are on our radar.
Yeah, we'll probably have to add a couple of forums in there.
Yes. Yes.
Mm.
Yep.
So the one that we are skipping is August 12th.
Correct.
And the next one we are meeting is, if that is okay,
September
September 9th.
Correct.
Is that not Labor Day?
Is it? I don't know. I didn't look at the. No,
Labor
I think
Day
Labor
is
Day is
September
the-
Oh, the second. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay. So that's perfect.
Okay. All right. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to discuss?
And this is a good opportunity to tell whoever is watching that we have an open seat, right?
I believe we do because Freddie is served her term and she won't be coming back because she has school in the fall. So we do have an open seat. So if you'd like to apply to join the DEIB committee, we would love to have you. Please take a look at the website and come join us. We're a fun group.
Remember, we are very young.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Okay. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Yes.
I second that.
Okay, we'll do a roll call. Adiola.
Yes.
Bindu, yes.
Cynthia, yes.
Anusha, yes.
Holly, yes.
Okay, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.